I did a poll in my community a little while back, and arms was the winner. Hi, my name is Kathy. I'm a physical therapist, but if it's been a while since you've exercised, please check with your healthcare provider before starting anything new. So for today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up followed by 6 simple exercises. I'm going to be showing you the exercises using light weights or potentially just our body weight. Now we're going to do them in standing, sitting, and then sitting on a ball to kind of progress along because each of those are beneficial in their own ways. So first we're going to start with arm circles, and I'm going to do just a few forward to get the blood flowing. And then I'm going to do a few in reverse, maybe about 5 or so. Don't go too fast. You just want to get the blood flowing a little bit. Next, we're going to do some reverse shoulder rolls. So we're just going to lift our shoulders up, back, and down, and repeat that again just about 5 times just to get the blood flowing a little bit. Last, I'm going to do a little bit of a figure 8 with my wrist. You may hear a little bit of popping because I do have snapping tendons sometimes. And we're just going to do a few, and now we're ready to go. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my 4-pound weights. Now, if you don't have any weights, you could use water bottles or soup cans, whatever you have handy. If it's been a while since you've exercised, maybe just using no weights to start is a good idea. For the bicep curls, what I'm going to do is start with my palms by my sides, facing my body, my feet about shoulder width apart, and I'm just going to bend my elbows to palms up and then come back down, and then rotate palms up and then control back down to the start position. Now for me today, I'm going to be doing sets of about 8. And if you're at home following along, you can do between 8 and 12 repetitions depending on your fitness level. And you can also do 2 to 3 sets of each exercise. The next exercise I'm going to do is just lifting up my arms in front of me. So some shoulder flexion. I want to keep my thumbs pointing up and just go to about 90 degrees and then slowly lower the weights down with good control. This works the chest a little bit and the muscles in front of the arms. And the most important thing is when you're doing these is that you're just using good control. You don't want to let momentum carry the weights, and you want to lower them down with good control. As I'm doing these, I'm making sure that I keep my back stabilized by drawing my belly button into my spine and make sure that I maintain normal breathing. If you're using a weight that's a little bit heavy for you, you might be tempted to hold your breath, and that's definitely not what we want to do. Now the next exercise is going to be lateral raises. Again, I've got my feet about hip distance apart. I'm going to rotate my arms so that my thumbs are up, and I'm just going to lift to about 90 degrees. Now as I'm doing these, again, I'm drawing my belly button into my spine just to keep my back stabilized. Because I'm talking, I know that I'm not holding my breath, and I'm just lifting up as high as I can. Now, if these are a little bit too difficult for you and you start noticing your shoulders coming up, just get yourself a lighter weight. I've got my 3-pound weights over here, and I can do the same exercise just with a slightly lighter weight, and I feel like it's a little bit easier. Another modification you can make when you're doing this exercise is just to bring your arms forward just a little bit. And that'll get most of the same muscles, but without quite as much strain on the shoulders. Next, we're going to do the triceps. For this one, what I'm going to do is take one weight in both of my hands and put my arms up by my head and just straighten out my elbows. Again, we're going to keep our feet apart a little bit and just keep those stomach muscles activated to help keep the back protected. And this is just a 4-pound weight, which I feel is a little bit on the easy side. But with this, you want to be really careful, because if your weight is a little bit too heavy and you lose control, you could end up having, a little bit of an injury because, you're close to your head and you don't want to go too fast or lose control of the weight. So just a little weight here, and a little bend in the knees is also good. I don't know if you can tell with the pants that I'm wearing, but I do have a little bit of a bend in my knees. Alrighty, I think that's about 8. And the last exercises we're going to do are going to be for the wrist. So I'm going to keep my elbows by my side, and I'm just going to curl up my wrist and let them come down. And for these, I'm just using the 3 pounds. Again, I'm keeping my stomach muscles activated by drawing the belly button into the spine just to keep my back stable as I'm doing these. And with these, it's really easy to get the motion from the elbows instead of the wrist. So while you're doing these, just if you keep your elbows kind of locked into your sides a little bit, that'll keep you from flexing and extending the elbow and get the motion coming mostly from the wrist. Now I'm going to turn over and I'm going to do the wrist extensions, lifting it up and controlling it back down. With all of these, you want to make sure that you're going with good control. And we're just going to do a few more of these. If you find that the weight you're using is just way too easy and you could go on way past 12 repetitions, feel free to increase the weight a little bit. But if it's been a while since you've done them, it might be a good idea to do 2 or 3 sets of the same weight that you have. See how you feel tomorrow, and then the next day, go ahead and repeat the workout. There we go. That's perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to get my chair here. So now that I'm sitting in my chair, I'm going to do another set of all of the exercises. We don't have to do the warm-ups again because our muscles are already warmed up. So I'm just going to start with the weights facing my body and then rotate to palms up and then slowly control back down. Even though I'm sitting in the chair, I still want to keep my back stabilized. So I'm drawing my belly button into my spine to make sure that I stay protected in that way. And on these, it's really easy when you're doing these to let the weights come down fast, but you really want to make sure that you're controlling the weight in both directions. Next, we're going to do the shoulder flexion to 90 degrees. Again, belly button to the spine. I'm sitting forward in my chair and I'm just lifting up to about 90 degrees and controlling the weight back down. If you notice your shoulders start to pop up a little bit, it's okay to get a lighter weight, or if that seems like too much for you, you can just lift up. Let me set these down. You can just lift your hands up, keeping your thumbs up to about 90 degrees. And that's perfectly fine to start with. And then what you want to do is, as you're doing that, make sure the core muscles are engaged by drawing the belly button to the spine, shoulder blades down and back as you're lifting up your arms. Keep your chin tucked. You don't want to get a forward head while you're doing these. And just lift straight up, just like this. So now when we're going out to the side, it's the same thing. I've still got my core muscles engaged, and I'm just going to keep my thumbs up and lift up to about 90 degrees and then come on down. We want to do this with good control and make sure that you keep your shoulder blades down and back so that we get those scapular stabilizers working. And this will work the lateral deltoids, in case you're wondering. Just like that. So if you've never done these before, starting off with no weights is perfectly fine, and then you can gradually increase over time. Now we're going back to the triceps. I've got the 4-pound weight again, and I'm just going to lift it up over my head, bringing my arms back and trying to keep my elbows close to my head. And then I'm just going to straighten up just like this with good control. You don't want to go too fast on these, because you won't get the full benefit if you do. And you also want to stay with good control, like I said, because you're bringing this down close to your head, and if you don't pay attention, you could inadvertently hit yourself in the head. And I think that's just about 8. Now we're going to switch over to the wrist. I'm going to go back to the 3-pound weights. Keeping my elbows by my side, I'm just going to lift up and come back down. making sure that I don't flex and extend my elbows as I'm trying to flex and extend my wrist, which I'm flexing, but the extension is just the eccentric motion that we're doing. And just about 8 of those is perfect. And then we'll turn our wrist over, and then we're going to lift up like this. Now, if you have a table, you could put your arm over the edge of the table and do it like that, one at a time if you wanted to. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and do both at the same time. So the last set of exercises, I'm going to do it sitting on my ball. This is really great because it's going to help engage my core muscles a little bit more. If you're looking for a ball, you want one that's going to allow you to sit with your hips and your knees at about a 90-degree angle. So if you look here and here, you want to make sure that that's in a 90-degree angle. If it's less than 90 degrees, what's going to happen is it can put your back into flexion and cause more strain on your back. So what you want to do is we're going to start with the elbow flexion or the bicep curls. My arms are by my side with the palms facing in, and I'm going to rotate in and back down. Again, as you're doing these, make sure you use a good amount of control. Activate those stomach muscles by drawing your belly button into the spine, and make sure that you're not holding your breath. Whenever you're doing a weight that's a little bit heavy, sometimes it'll make you want to hold your breath, but that's the wrong thing to do because that can cause other problems. It can increase your intra-abdominal or intrathoracic pressure, and that can lead to problems depending on, what you've got going on. Alrighty. So the next one are going to be the shoulder flexion just to 90 degrees. Again, I'm going to keep my thumbs up and just lift up to about 90 degrees and control on the way down. With these, I'm trying not to let my shoulder blades sneak up. So I'm going to think about shoulder blades down and back as I lift up the weights and control back down. And anybody that knows me or has been watching me for a little while, you know I'm not the best at counting. So I'm just estimating here. So let me know if you happen to follow along how close I was to doing 8 repetitions per set. The next one we're going to do is shoulder abduction. We're just going to go to 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do is keep my thumbs up and lift up just about to 90 degrees, maybe just a little bit under, and come back down with good control. Again, this works the lateral deltoids. And since this is the 3rd set, you probably remember all the things I said for the first 2 sets. Just make sure if the weight is a little bit heavy for you, that you don't let the shoulders pop up. If you feel like it's a little bit too much, just let the weights go. And by let them go, I mean set them down gently. You don't want to drop it on your toes. Alrighty. So I'm going to set down the other weight. I'm just going to take the one, and I'm just going to come back behind my head. I'm going to keep my elbows kind of close to my head and just straighten out just like that. And the reason I'm laughing is because my cameraman looks like he wants to take a nap. It's getting to be that time of day where people get a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy, but that's okay. We've all had a long day, and it's nice to rest up a little bit. Alrighty. Okay, the last 2. We're going to do the wrist flexion. Again, keeping my elbows close to my sides so that I keep good form and that I'm just getting the wrist flexion and extension. And if these are way too easy, say you can do 20 and you don't feel any fatigue at all, go ahead and get yourself a 5-pound or even a 6 or 7-pound weight for these, or whatever amount is right for you. When we're trying to strengthen So next we're going to do the wrist flexion and extension. So next we're going to do the wrist flexion. As you recall, we're going to keep the elbows close to my side and bend the wrist up and then let them come back down. Now, when you're doing these exercises, you do want to feel at least a little bit of fatigue at the end. If you're not tired at all after 12 repetitions, it's probably best to go ahead and increase the weight that you're using, because you do want to have a little bit of fatigue at the end in order to build muscle. You're able to build muscle at any age as long as you put a stress or a load on the muscles. And muscles is really important for helping to keep your bones strong and helping you walk and all those things we want to do throughout the day. Alrighty, I believe that's about 8. And then the last thing we're going to do is just a little bit of stretch. Hopefully I'm not messing up my microphone too much, but I'm just going to stretch across my body. This is going to work the tricep a little bit and a little bit through the shoulder blade. And then I'm going to stretch over on the other side. When you're stretching, you want to hold it between 20 and 30 seconds. And you'll do a couple on each side. 2 to 3 is good. Go by how you feel. If your muscles feel nice and relaxed after you've done 2 sets, then that's good. If you feel like you need a little bit more, just listen to your body. And as you're doing these, if you feel like you need to rest, you just take a rest, have some water. Now I'm going to stretch my wrist a little bit. And we'll stretch the other one. So I'm just palms up, and I'm just gently pulling my fingers to stretch the muscles in the front here. Those wrist flexors. We'll do a couple on each side. And then we'll do the wrist extensors. So I'm just going to pull the wrist down a little bit, nice and gentle. With all of these, you don't want to be rough. You just want to get a nice, gentle stretch. And then we'll switch over to the other side. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, you might also like this video here to help you strengthen your legs.